I've seen some of these Democratic governors say they're going to stand in the way. They're going to make it hard for us. Well, a suggestion: if you're not going to help us, get the hell out of the way. If we're going to do it. So if we can't get assistance from New York City, and we may have to double the number of agents we send in New York City.
I'm sick and tired of hearing about the family separation. And I'm still being sued over that. So come get me. I don't give a right? Bottom line is, we enforce the law. American families, when I was a cop in New York and I arrest a father for domestic violence or someone for DUI, I separate that family. When you violate the law with a child, you're going to be separated. But you're right. 250,000 children have crossed this border since Joe Biden's been president. They chose to separate themselves.
I do want to say something, though, about Tom Homan.
Mm-hmm.
So for everyone who said Trump doesn't know what Project 2025 is, he just put a key contributor in charge of this. And Tom Homan was interviewed on 60 Minutes, and he was asked, is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families? And he said, of course there is. Families can be deported together.
My wife come running downstairs several years ago and says, look at the hit piece Washington posted on you. And it was a story, and the first line the story says, Tom Homan deports people, and he's really good at it. And my wife said, look at this hit piece. I carved it out and hanging on my wall right now in my office. That's a badge of honor, because I did my job. So last week I made a statement. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till 2025. So I said it, I meant it, you can go ahead and print it. But what I really want to do, we have to, look, people say, well, Trump's threatening this historic deportation operation. He's going to build concentration camps. He's going to sweep neighborhoods. Let me be clear. None of that will happen. We are going to have an historic deportation operation because you got an historic illegal immigration crossing the southern border. If you look at immigration court data, 9 out of 10, nearly 9 out of 10 of these people won't get asylum because they don't qualify. So they're going to be ordered removed. They'll get a federal order saying you must leave. What is the option? We have to execute those orders, or you know what? Just shut down the immigration court. Take the border off the border. Take the border patrol off the border. What the hell are we doing? So when they get due process at billions of dollars of taxpayers' money, and a federal judge says you must go home, the Trump administration is going to make them go home. And it's going to require an historic deportation operation. We're not going to sweep neighborhoods. We're not building concentration camps. Every person that ICE arrests, when I was the ICE director, 91% of everybody arrested was convicted criminal, pending criminal charges, or a fugitive. Bottom line is, under President Trump, he's still going to prioritize national security threats and criminals, but no one's off the table. People want to say that the past administration, the Trump administration, Trump, Homan, you're all, again, racist, your policies are inhumane. Well, let me tell you something. When President Trump had illegal immigration down to the 45-year low, illegal immigration was down 83 to 90%. Doctors Without Borders did a study. They estimated that 31% of women they talked to were sexually assaulted making that journey. That's who admitted, 31%. So when President Trump had 90% less people coming, how many women weren't being raped? How many aliens didn't die crossing the border? How many children didn't drown in the river? How many women and children weren't sex trafficked in the United States? How many pounds of fentanyl didn't make it into the United States because the border was secure? How many known suspected terrorists didn't cross the border because the border was secure? President Trump's policy saved lives.
None of us should be surprised that Donald Trump is absolutely going to try to carry out this unlawful, unconstitutional deportation, mass deportation, regardless of the cost, just like he's serious about the tariffs. Donald Trump left this country after his first administration in such a bad place with China because of tariffs. So believe me, he will continue this tariff war and also this war against people that are not white. Any of us that are pretending that what Tom is saying is a joke are not paying attention. We are not paying attention if we don't believe them. They are absolutely serious about the whiteness and how they preserve it. Don't forget, Donald Trump was the president that said Nazis had good people. Neo-Nazi had good people on their side. He is the person that said Hitler had some good ideas. He's the person that said he would do away with the Constitution. He is the person that said he will be dictator on day one. So not believing that Donald Trump, the person who wanted to use military against peaceful protesters, not believing that he's going to try to deport so many immigrants is to be naive. and the nastiness at which Tom is talking on Fox News, the idea that he don't care about how people feel about him, especially on the left, is antithetical to what it means to be president of everybody. An administration that says, especially on the left, are telling you that that administration would be extremely partisan. Now, the president can act that way, but we have rules and laws that prevent people acting as government servants, civil servants, from behaving in a way that is political. But just know this will be the tone for the next 4 years, and maybe longer if Donald Trump and his minions decide not to turn over the government after his 4-year term. And don't think that's hyperbole. Never in the history of history have a strong man came into power, lost power, came back into power, and walked away. We may be facing the end of America's democracy, and you all are just whistling Dixie, as if. I'm Mondale Robinson. Don't wake up and find out what as if is.